Hey guys, welcome to my Monday stream. Tonight I'm going to be finishing off the horror quilt. I did not get as far through what I said I was going to today because I've been worried about working on patterns and everything else for the upcoming conventions. So like I said yesterday, I've got 4 conventions within a 5-week period, so yeah, it's crunch time. And on top of that, I have a bunch of commissions I've got to work on. So I've got to work on patterns, layouts, things like that. So tonight I am working on the last square, Leatherface, the upper right hand corner of the horror quilt, and then I'm going to start piecing it all together. Let me, I just realized I need to bring up my actual pattern for this. So this is, what did I call this? Villains. People ask me how I do my design work for the quilts. I actually use KG chart. So I actually had to bring up KG chart on my computer so whenever I finish the last block and I start doing the borders, I can see how wide I actually made the borders so I can get that figured out. Alright, so let me get to it. Oh, this is for some pattern making I was doing. I was working, if you've looked at my commission list lately, you may have noticed that there is a Nightmare Before Christmas quilt on. No, I'm sorry. Did I say Nightmare? I think I wrote Nightmare Before Christmas. That was the initial. It's changed. It's no longer Nightmare Before Christmas. Now it is a Maleficent in dragon form, which is going to be super cool. So I've got to get that one updated. It's the most recent one on the bottom. Oh, and I've got to do charity quilt. Dang it, I just remembered that. Okay, where's my list of things to do? Seriously, the more work I do... Okay, I do have that on there. The more I remember, more things I've got to do. Okay, so first up, I need to finish what I said I was going to finish, and that's combining these fabric strips. I added a new thing. I guess it's not doing it. I set up a new thing for you guys where you can actually play games, collect coins, spend coins, and I thought I had it all set up. So basically you get coins for every 10 minutes that you watch. And it said it was set up in an overlay. You know what, I'm going to work on this quilt, and then if I have time, I'll work on getting that fixed and set up. I also think my emotes are live. So I need to check one of my subscribers. Next time I see one of the subs in the stream, I'll see if they have access to them. Let's see, I've got that one. That goes there. Whenever you are combining 2 strips of fabric, always check to see which one is the longest and put that one on the bottom. And always sew right side to right side. So yeah, lots of busy things happening. Updates on Twitch. I've got on my calendar for tomorrow, I've got my stream scheduled from 1 to 4. I'm going to try to figure out all of my Twitch stuff for TwitchCon tomorrow before I start streaming. And that way I can give you guys a little bit more details. On my list of things to do. Of the many, many things I need to do. So on top of that, I got a phone call today from the chair of the program committee saying that the speaker that we have for our quilt guild this Thursday can't come. And can I speak? So I said, of course. So I need to go through my presentation and make sure that I update everything so that it's all ready for my Quilt Guild on Thursday. It's not it's not a lot because I already have a PowerPoint presentation. I already do presentations at guilds and stores. I do trunk shows and all sorts of things. But it's still, I've got to get it all together. So that's the thing that is going to take time. There we go. Get that. Whenever I am cutting strips, I always cut them in half. The overlay that I did for the games and for things like that also has an option for poles, but I don't see, maybe it's in settings. Okay. Sorry, I'm just playing around with the setup. Okay, those are chat rooms. There's gotta be a way. Huh. No, it said I did it. I'll worry about it later. Because I was going to put a poll up for this one. Because Nicole and I are trying to figure out what the next pattern is going to be after the Triforce. Because the Triforce is the next one. You guys saw me working on it about a month and a half, 2 months ago. So the next one, after we need to figure out what we're going to basically release right before MagFest. So we've got it narrowed down to a couple. So I want to get some input on that. And of course I forgot to heat my iron up. Alright, while it's doing that, this is going to be black and blood. I'm going to call this blood. The dried blood color. So salmon with black. I need 1 3.5 and 4. It's trash. There we go. So when I can get the poll options working, I'll throw a poll up. Either this stream or the next. So this stream, my goal is to get this horror quilt done. If you look at my, that's what I forgot to do. I forgot to post my schedule to my Facebook. Alright, I'll do that tomorrow. If you look at the schedule, I've got the horror quilt scheduled for today and tomorrow. That's just, for some reason, if I, you know, if I go over, which I don't think I'll do. I think I'll be able to finish it all today. But if I don't, then I'll finish it up tomorrow. And then after that, I'm doing a Triforce. It's a very special Triforce. And then after that, I will work on Totoro. Okay, this is salmon and off-white. 2 3.5s and 4 2s. There's 2 3.5s. 2 4 2s. Next is the off-white and black. If you didn't catch it, I did stream last night the Splatoon playing. I got my capture card configured. I got everything done, and it works. So, after tonight's sewing stream ends, I'm going to play a little Splatoon. In fact, what is going to be, out of curiosity, the board? So if you stick around after 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, I will shut this down and then I'll pick it back up with Splatoon. 8 o'clock. Oh, Rainmaker. Good. I didn't play any Rainmaker at all last night, and then Tower Control again at 10. Fantastic. Go. Alright, just making sure there's nothing in chat. Okay, so this is off-white and black. 4 3.5s. And 2 2s. Okay, 4 3.5s. It's 6 2s. So 3.5s, there's 2, 4, 2. You know what? Yeah, maybe that one's the next. And here's another off-white black. 2. Okay, last but not least, black and white. Alright, black and white. I need 8 3.5s and 9 2s. So 2, 4, 6, 8. So that's my 8 3.5s. 2, 4, 6. Don't think I can get another 2 out of there. Maybe. No. So it's 2, 4, 6. Eight, 10. And I'm done with my rulers. You guys are really quiet in chat. Like, no one said anything yet. That's why I keep looking over. I'm like, surprised no one's talking yet. All right. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yes, I've had enough. All right, let me get everything all organized and ready to go. Okay, let me get that straight. He's right there. Now, whenever you lay your pieces out for any of my patterns, you always want to have the ones you're going to use the most closest to you. So in this case, it would be the yellow. So yellow. Okay. And I'm splitting my pieces now into two piles. This pile, the seam is pointing towards the yellow. In this pile, the seam is pointing towards the black. Oops, that way. Yellow, black, yellow, black, yellow, black. Great. Okay, and then all the blacks. Okay, brown, white. You know what? I'm just gonna put the blacks there because there's not a lot of them. White. There we go. I'm just making sure that I have room for everything. There we go. There. 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 Alright, now I'm gonna have room. Okay, so towards the white, towards the black. White, black, white, black, white, black. White, black. Oops. Flip them. There we go. In this case, there's only two of each, so I'm just going to do that. Oh, hey, Doug. And hi, hi, Tango Tower Power. How are you? Doug, would you do me a favor? Your Twitch Prime was up a few days ago because I haven't streamed like in a month. Do you mind resubbing with your Twitch Prime and seeing if you have availability for my new emotes? Because they tell me that they're available, but if they are, that's awfully fast. All right, I think I've got all the pieces. All right, so let's make some leather piece. Don't need that, and I don't need that. I need to make sure I have this available. Thank you very much, Tango Tower Power. I don't know what happened on my Instagram today. I don't know if it just appeared on the site or if someone promoted me, but I got like 100 likes on Instagram today. Like 100 new followers, and I'm like, where's that come from? Like, I didn't promote anything. Oh, I did not mark my arrows. So I've got to mark my arrows of where my seams are going to point. Marley, Alfred doesn't want to play. He's sleeping. I know. Marley just ran over and just jumped on Alfred in his little bed. Okay, so toward... Okay, there we go. All right, we're going to go... Is this the white? Yes. Okay, towards the black. We've got here, there. Oh, hey, we're going to get rid of all the brown right away, apparently. Brown. So I'm going to move this over here, and this over. Okay, towards the black. And there. And then there. So just like with all my other quilts, I'm laying out all the pieces. I'm putting them in sets of 2 because that is how I'm going to pin them. Let me do this one first. Can you tell it's been a month since I've done anything? And I've got to get myself back in the habit of making quilts. Because that is all I am doing every day for the next 3 weeks. With the exception of speaking at my Quilt Guild Thursday nights, and a week from Saturday doing my local Comic-Con. So how have you been, Tango Tower Power? Okay. Use both of those. There, I'm going to go towards the brown. One of these. One of these. Okay, towards the brown. If you are using any of these pieces that the seams are in the wrong direction, feel free to just re-iron the seams. It's always better to have the seams in the right direction than it is to re-iron it. There we go. And then there. And then I stick to the left. Okay, next. Black. White. White. Yep, that's still the white. I want to go towards the white, so I want to go towards the brown. Because whenever you're laying out opposite seams, you always want to have them the opposites. So in this case, the seam's going towards the brown, so this seam's is going towards the white. That way those seams are going to nest and be perfect. So this one's the opposite as well, going that way. You decorated half the house? That's awesome. So are you decorating because you're just getting the house together, or is there a special occasion? Okay, and this one's going to go to the right. Oh, hey, I just saw Doug back. Yes, I am back home. I am finally back home. I'm home for 3 weeks before I go back out again because I've got New York Comic Con. Okay, let me go in order. New York Comic Con, TwitchCon, Houston Quilt Market, and then Play Fair, which is the toy fair in New York City. Yeah. I'm crazy. So I'll be gone from my house for 6 weeks. So I have a lot to do. I've got this one. After this one, I've got a bunch more commissions I've got to do. I got my, oh, nice. Nice job. Oh, Doug, did you duck out, or did you hear what I said about my emotes? That my emotes, I think, are available. They've been uploaded, and it looks like they've been approved, but it says that they're there and available. So I do not know. And I checked in your Twitch Prime, your Amazon Prime free sub ran out. So if you want to test out my emote, you can go resub it. It won't let me test my own emotes, which are weird. Like, I can't see them, but I don't know if that's just because it's me, or if that's because they're not available yet. Okay, white there. Move that one down. See, and that's always good. If you're in the need of a change, that is always good. Sometimes I just rearrange everything down here because I need a change. So I completely understand that. Let's do this one. Okay, towards the black. So this has got to go towards the black. And let's go tan. Black and tan. That's towards the black, so it needs to go towards the black with the salmon, towards the black with the white, solid black, black and white. That's towards the white, so it needs to go towards the yellow, and then the yellow. Okay, let's double check this one. This is a lot of pieces. Great. Okay, and this is going towards the left. Let me count how many rows I have for this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So I'll do 2 more rows after this. I'm trying to figure out that new overlay that I did, where it would show up for you guys. Yeah, let me get this done first and then I'll play with it. And then if you want to watch me play Splatoon after I am finished streaming my sewing, I am going to start streaming Splatoon tonight. Okay, did you go back and resub using your Twitch Prime? Because it doesn't tell me when you redo that with the Prime. It only tells me the first time that you do it, which is really weird. Because the Twitch Prime runs out after 30 days. Yep. Oh, you don't see it? Okay. Thank you very much for checking, Doug. I appreciate it. It would be a sewing machine. Yep, I don't see it under me either. Okay, so it's going to take time. Awesome. Thank you for checking. I super appreciate that. So I will stay on top of it and find out how long it's going to take to approve. But I have my emotes. I think you're going to like them, Doug. No, logging out, logging back in is not going to make a difference. As soon as you sub, you should be able to see them. Because I don't see it. So I didn't know if it was a fluke because it was me or if they weren't available yet. Hi, Marley. You're very cute. All right, towards the black, towards the black, towards the black. And then one of these, the lone one of those. It's the same thing, right? Yep. Turning it off and on. Oh my gosh. So there's a special channel in the Twitch for us that are they're gonna be guests for TwitchCon in the Creators Corner. So we have a discussion of everything that we're doing and all this stuff and asking questions about the setup, the load in, load out, the map, things like that. And this one guy, it should be QUIL, I think is what I did it under. Dashboard. Yeah, let's see, settings, emoticons, QUILTOMACH is what I called it. So quilt. If you type in quilt, it should pop up. And if it doesn't pop up, that just means it's not working. It's not there yet. So yeah, so we're in this chat, and someone asks something about submitting the form so that we can get our information on the TwitchCon app. And he said something about it not working, and someone else goes, "Oh, well, did you try turning it off and on again?" And he comes back and goes, "Hey, that worked." I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay, so towards the black. Towards the off-white. Okay, salmon off-white. Towards the off-white. That'd be this one. It really is. I mean, that's. I mean, I think isn't that ingrained in us since we're kids now? But of course, I grew up with the big old IBM Apple. You know, the big honking things. So you would have to turn that thing off and on every single time you went to do anything at all. Okay, there, towards the white. And towards the yellow. And then the background. Great, and this is going towards the right. Okay, so the information they gave me whenever I first made affiliate is probably correct in that it's going to take a few weeks to be approved. I just thought it was weird that as soon as I uploaded the emotes, they said they were available, and I'm like, they're available? Okay. Yes, no, you're right. Yeah, blowing on the Atari and the Nintendo cartridges. Yeah, you're right. That is what's ingrained. You are absolutely right. Oh, I was with Nicole. She bought an old school Super Nintendo, for her husband, and so we're sitting there and we go to put a cartridge in, and she says, "Oh, it's not working." I was like, "Oh, give it to me." I give it, and I go. I do the, you know, the blowing and making sure it's perfect and hand it back to her, and it worked. And she looks at me. She goes, "You've had lots of practice doing that, haven't you?" Yes, I have. Oh, yes, I have. We actually never had an Atari in our house because when the Atari came out, we couldn't afford it. So my parents decided not to get one. The first gaming system that we got was the Intellivision. Oh, hey. Yeah, I didn't even notice. Hey, you got your little purple star again saying subscriber. Woohoo! Oh, what an Adam. Alright. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It only leaves me 4 rows after I get these done. There. Okay, these are going towards the white, so they have to go towards the yellow. Towards the white. Towards the black. Nope, I gotta re-iron this. Okay. Towards the black. I miscounted. I need another black and tan. One more of these. Yeah, I'm sure that would be impossible to find a working order. I'm just going to leave you over there out of the way. Okay. Oh, it doesn't matter which direction this goes. Alright, the next one, I need a black and brown. Towards the black. And then I need a salmon and off-white towards the salmon. Now, design choice. So the reason why you may notice these two pieces are like this. In my normal patterns, I would do a brown and salmon combo and then a black and off-white combo. If I did that though, in this entire quilt, that would be the only brown and salmon combo. And I was not about to cut strips and sew things together for just this one little piece here. So I'm having them go left and right. So in that case, I need to actually sew this baby first. Oh, and it's not the only one. I have another one in this row too. Okay. And then I've got the last one of those here and towards the black with the brown. Okay. Black and salmon. I'm going to re-iron this one. There we go. Now I don't have to fix that. And I'm just going to lay all the pieces out towards the black, towards the off-white, black, yellow and black, and here. Great. Okay, and then let me do this one. So before I start pinning this last row, I'm actually going to sew these horizontal pieces. Excuse me, Marley. You have to move, baby. You're on my... No, I'm not going to give you anything, but you're sitting on my pedal. There we go. I can really tell I've been gone for a while, because nothing is laid out the way that I like it. Fantastic. I'll see you in a bit, Doug. Have a safe drive home. And this is why I iron my seams in opposite directions. Because you can see the perfect seam, the perfect points. Alright, this guy goes here. This guy goes here. Let's move these over. And seams go to the left. Yeah, I figured you guys would want some like rewards for watching on a regular basis. So I downloaded an app for rewards and games and things. And you can earn quilt coins that you can use to get things. Oh, thank you very much. So, Shelly OB, thank you. I appreciate that. This is for a commission for a couple that is obsessed with horror quilts. Well, with horror movies. So I am making them a horror quilt. And it's actually going to be for their new baby. There we go. All right, first 6 rows are pinned. You know, maybe I need to do... I know I said I wasn't going to mess with it until later, but I can't help myself. I want to give you guys coins. Okay, but it says here. That's really weird. Okay, it shows here but not there that Doug resubscribed. Okay. Alright. I've got that. I've got that. I'm not doing... Okay, I've got your rewards. I've got the games. Chests are going to pop open every now and then. Oh, and you can get points for tips. Okay, so why? Alright, I'm going to have to read this later. Alright, I'm going to check one more. I know, I keep saying I'm going to leave this alone, but I'm going to check one more thing. Let's see. Dashboard. Let me make sure I've got it enabled. Settings. No, I don't want streaming apps. Extension manager. Oh, that's why. Okay. Apparently, I never enabled it. I thought I did. It's thinking. Fantastic. Oh, see, this is why it timed out before. Okay. So I may not be able to work it today. Yep. Alright, let's go back there. No one said anything while I was doing that. Nope. Okay. I'm going to test one more thing. Go use a different browser. Because, you know, if it doesn't work, maybe it'll work in a different browser. Still not working. Not that I can see. Dashboard. Oops. My thread broke. When thread breaks, it is always a good idea to re-thread your machine. Yeah, it's not working. play with it later, maybe tomorrow. Alright, so eventually when I get that working, like everyone left me as I was playing with it. When I get that working, it's going to reward everyone with coins for watching. So you can actually earn coins just for watching on the stream, for subscribing, for tipping, and there's also going to be little games that you can play. And then you're going to be able to use the coins to get stuff, to do stuff. Alright, just making sure. No. Something didn't. Dang it. Oh, man. Nope, I've got to redo all this. My tension is off. It's something with up here. Apparently I did not thread something correctly. And I didn't check it until later. It didn't sound right. Let's rethread the bottom. Okay. Let's see. Tension is good. That is where it ended. Alright, well, it sounds better. Let's see. Yep, now it's fine. Good. I know I'm always saying check the tension, but seriously, don't be me. If something happens and you change your thread or something else, check your tension right away. Please. I had to bring my tea down, did I? No, I didn't bring it down. Man. Thank you very much, and tomorrow's stream I'm going to do 1 to 4 Eastern Standard. So Tuesday, Thursday, Friday will be daytime streams. So if you pop in, it won't be right before bed. It was nice seeing you again. Hopefully I will get this done tonight. If not, I'll finish up tomorrow before I start the Triforce quilt. Oops. Got that little piece all hanging by itself because it didn't go through the first pass. Oh, you're welcome. You're not my only person in Europe. I try to think of you guys in Europe and Asia and make sure that I stagger times. So most of the weekends I've been doing lately are like 9 to 12 a.m. too, like early morning ones. One of these days, I may end up doing like a late night one for those on the west coast of the States. I love my little cutting gizmo. Hi, Marley. Hi, Soleil. Do I have all the animals down here? Oh, kitty cat's awake. And, of course, if you haven't seen it at the top, I've got information for my next giveaway. So as soon as I reach 200 followers, the next stream, I'll do a giveaway. Okay, I've got that on there. I was sitting here thinking, I was like, oh, giveaways. Speaking of, I need to touch base with people to see what I can give away at Quilt Market. And then I remembered, oh, I have to get in touch with people to figure out what I can give away at Quilt Market, because that's only a few weeks away. Oh. You know what? And I actually did get a lot accomplished today. Today was my running around day. I had to go get the oil changed in the car. I had to go to the vet to get dog food, and then I had to go to the pet store to get the other dog food. Okay, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces, and there's a 5th one here. So I don't want to leave that little lonely piece. So I'm going to collect it and take the first one off. Hi, USA Chan. How are you today? I don't want to do that. Let me free this last one first. Fantastic. Twitch makes everything better. I was talking to people at DragonCon, trying to explain to them what Twitch is and what I do and streaming and everything, and yeah, no, it's Twitch always makes everything better. I'm fantastic. I am running a little behind on all of the things that I have to get done, but I'll get them done. This is step 1, getting this quilt finished. After this, I've got the Triforce, Totoro, Loki that I have to get done, and then I need to get some more of my commissions done. Okay, here, I think there's only 3 here, yes, so that'll collect the 4th. I have a pinning day scheduled next week at the Family Center. Next Tuesday, I think it is, I scheduled. So I realized after I was cutting out those panels on yesterday's stream how much I have to do for quilting. So I called them today. I said, is there any way I can get in this week and next week? And they said, sure, we have availability on Wednesday. I'm like, okay, book me. please. So I'm going to pin this Wednesday. So I'll probably do a quilting day either Saturday or Sunday on the stream. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you've got that little only piece. This is to the right. So let me collect that. Move that aside. I know, Molly. Dogs. Marley, the cat does not want to play. Really? You don't say. If I pick you up, I'm going to have to roll my shirt. I know. Yeah, good boy. Here, tell you what. Why don't we put you right here? And you want to sit? You want to look at the camera? Look. You see the camera? Nope. Okay, never mind. Hi, Alfred. I'm not giving things out. They say, but you're downstairs talking to yourself. That means that we get things because we're cute. All right. Because you guys are so cute. Oh, and of course the cat's being a little naughty right now, showing off her privates. All right, come here. Come here. That's a good boy. All right. And we're going to say hi to the camera. You good boy? Yeah, you're my good boy, aren't you? Yeah. We still haven't accepted kisses yet. He doesn't give kisses at all. He doesn't like it when we kiss him. He'll get there. Not like this one. Yeah. This one likes to give kisses. So yesterday we went to an event, a charity event, where all of the local rescues were there, and the local SPCA, the Humane Society, a couple of groomers, vets, things like that. It was a dog education day. So this one, a little Chihuahua came up to him and wanted to play, and he snapped at the Chihuahua, immediately turned to me and started giving me kisses. Like, I'm sorry, Mommy, I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to do that, I know. I know. You're a good boy. All right. You know what? Your sister's not down here. It's only the two of you. Let's give you greenies. I know. I tried to do a doggy camera one time. They didn't cooperate. There we go. Hair off. My cute babies. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and there is nothing there. So there's an odd number and there's no piece to be picked up, but I don't want to confuse myself and leave a piece behind. So it honestly does not make a difference which one is shorter, the top or the back. So in this case, I will just leave the first piece because that's what I've done in the other rows. Okay, so it's to the left, so that piece comes out, and these go together. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You okay? Yeah. Okay. Six, and there's one there. So I'm going to collect that. Let's put that there and do this. You're very cute. They like their little greenies. One, two, three, four, five, six. Okay, and this is to the left. Leave that one out. So for those of you watching now, as I work on this reward system, you would earn points by watching, subbing, tipping, and then randomly chests will appear. And the first one to click on the chest gets the points, kind of thing. So what do you want to spend points on? So far, I'll follow you on Twitter, I'll follow you on Instagram, I'll give your channel on Twitch a shout out, although I do that anyways. I have Ask Me a Question. I have PG, Truth or Dare. Because, you know, PG. And then I also have, you can get one of my quilt patterns. Is there anything else you guys can think of that you would like as rewards? Just checking my seams, making sure my tension was good. Yeah, I figured the patterns would be a good one, especially because that's what I do for giveaways as well. Oh, I'll do for some giveaways is the pattern. I just want a nice assortment of things that you can choose from with points. And I'll probably ask for a couple of days. Or if you think of anything, anytime that you would want as a reward, let me know. Oops. When ironing strips, you always want the seams to point down so that when you iron up, the seams will automatically go back up and they will all be facing the same direction. Okay, this is to the left. Two, three, four. To the right. Just double checking. Making sure everything is in the right place. Because you know I like to flip my pieces. Alright. I did sew anything beforehand because those rows are basically done. And this is the first one that needed another pass. Hi, you're not getting another one. Alright, come here. Come here. You want to be cute for the camera, don't you? You just want to come get some cuddles. Alright. Come here. Is this what you want? You just want mommy and me time. I know, thank you. There you go. You can't say no to cuddles. Every now and then he gets super needy and just wants some cuddle time. I got him Good Neighbor certified. And then I got him certified so that he can be a comfort dog at nursing homes and hospitals. Just because he likes to cuddle so much. Yeah. See, we can go in and see people and have them cuddle with you. You good boy. Alright, I have to go and work. You just want to stay here, don't you? I have to sew. I have to work, baby. I'm going to put you down, okay? Alright. Alright. Go lay down. Cannot get any stray hairs on any fabrics. Especially if this one's going to be for baby. Right? You're a good boy. Why don't you go lay down? Go lay down. Oh, you want to bring your bed over here so I can see you? Okay. Well, you're not getting another TRAT. I know, you're starting to learn how to spell, aren't you, Marley? Alright, let's bring your bed over here. We'll put it right here. There you go, so you can lay right here. I know. There you go. Let's go under the blanket. That's a good boy. I know, Marley. Go away, Marley. He doesn't want to play right now. He wants to sleep. I think Marley's been wanting to play and been bothering him, like over and over and over kind of thing. So I think that's why he came over for love, to kind of like get away from Marley a little bit. Like, okay, I'm played out. I want to sleep now. Okay, this one is to the left. One, two, three. Oh, I didn't set up my rack. There's not a lot. So this is to the right. And that's the right, yep. Oh, maybe iron this one. That was curling a little bit. There we go. So this is, yep, to the right. I keep wanting to put it in this empty space. It doesn't belong there though. To the left. All right, get that. Okay, so this one. These things, I only have 4 rows to go after I do these 6. So I know I'll at least get all the rows done. Oh, Winter Blue, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Now, in this case, when I'm sewing these 2 rows, this one I have 3 pieces pinned together. So, I am going to sew that one first. And then I will sew the other one that only has a single side. And then, I'm going to take this, flip it around, sew the other side. Oops, I am out a bobbin thread. 2, 3. Four. This is 5. And 6. Come on. There we go. Okay, now I've got, the reason why I did these in pairs is because I want to make sure that I can pin these together. So this one goes to the left and is on top, so that means this one goes to the right. So there is the bottom, the last 2 rows of Leatherface. And I'm going to find where the seams match up, put a pin in those first, and then pin down any seams that are by themselves that don't have a match. So I'm going to go along, here's a match here, and then I'm going to go back, there's a seam underneath here, and one here. I want to make sure I pin down every single seam because I do not want them to get flipped whenever I'm putting them through the machine, because that'll add extra bulk to the quilt. And we want to avoid that extra bulk if we can. Nope. Excuse me. Thank you. Do this one. And I'll do this. So I'm going to set this. There's hair here. Right here. And yep, got that. Doug, I see you pop back on again. Thank you again for your sub. I appreciate it. So I popped open another thing. Oh, your base belonged to us. Yes. I popped open a different thing for Streamlabs, which is what I use for my dashboard for my events list. And apparently it pops up under the main thing, but not under the little app thing that I have. So I'm going to make sure I keep up the main thing. So it actually says right here, Doug has subscribed, tier 1. Yay. And yes, all your base belong to us. I agree. So, just think, Doug. Today's 3 weeks from 2 days ago. I'll be picking you up at the airport and taking you to the Renfest the next day before we go to New York Comic Con. Alright, so I've already done these first 2 rows, so I want to cover those rows so I don't get confused. I never get confused. That looks good. And then this one goes this way. And that looks good. Fantastic. These are the next 2 rows. This one especially, airport. This pattern especially for the Leatherface. I talk about all the time about how my favorite part of putting a pixel quilt together is when I'm finally assembling the rows, because it's very hard to see the picture of what it's going to be until you assemble the rows. Well, especially this one. This pattern is such a freaking mishmash that you don't see what's going on at all. Oh, let me throw that one away. So for those that haven't been on when Doug has been on, Doug is one of my minions that I bring to conventions. And he is going to be one of my New York Comic Con minions. It's going to be your first time in New York City, isn't it? Are you coughing up a hairball? Don't do that on Twitch, please. Welcome back, USA Chan. And, okay, Rouse Dower in space. Rose Dower in space. I'm gonna say in space. Hi, how are you? I like the chill cats. Those are cool. Like it is, it's nice and reflective of my cat cam. Rose like, oh, okay. Rouse, like cow. Okay, so Rouse Dower in space. Okay, I got it. Or I can just say rouse. Rouse like cows. I like that. Yeah, Doug, you better not give me hairballs at New York Comic Con. Seriously. So if any of you are planning on finding me at New York Comic Con and saying hello, if you see a gigantic man there, that is Doug. 100. Thank you very much for that nice score of 100. For pronouncing that correctly. I have issues with names sometimes and pronouncing them correctly. Oh, you're gonna wear a kilt, Doug? Nice. That depends on what you mean by squishier. That could go a couple of different ways. And USA Chan, one of these days you will make it to one of the conventions I am at. Just a matter of time. I travel enough and do enough of them. Yes. Yeah. If you mean squishy in that there are so many people that they pack you in like sardines, and at the middle of the day on Friday and Saturday you're going, yes, it is super squishy. I had, so 2 years ago, the first time I did New York Comic Con, didn't quite know what to expect. So I actually got, I'm a very outgoing person. I got I got a fear, social anxiety. I got social anxiety just from being at freaking New York Comic Con because there were so many people. So we basically have to use the bathroom before the doors open, or else we're going to take way too long to go to the bathroom. What is MTAC? But yeah, New York Comic Con, because it sells out every year, they've got the lottery system. It's ridiculous with how many freaking people are there. Oh, okay, anime con. I actually do not do any anime conventions unless they bring me in as a guest. Because I have found that I do not sell a lot of quilts because of the high price point at anime conventions. So if they bring me in as a guest, that alleviates a lot of the costs and I don't have to worry about how much I sell. So sewing shows, quilt shows, anime conventions, and conventions that are under 10,000 people, I go if I brought in as a guest. And I may up that to 15,000 next year. So that's what tequila's for, just a bit to loosen up. Yeah. Yes, that's what tequila's for. Okay, so that's going to go. All right, now the last 4 rows. Let's lay these babies out. And then let's get this quilt assembled together. See what time it is. And it may be time for me to switch over to Splatoon playing. There. Okay, towards there, towards. Gotta re-iron this because the seam needs to go towards the tan, towards the off-white. That way. Towards salmon. And then here towards the black. So I need to re-iron this. No, I don't do any anime shows at all, unless they bring me in as a guest. It doesn't make a difference, honestly, how many people that they have at the anime shows, I just don't sell a lot of quilts. I don't make the money in order to justify going back and paying for it. So that's one of those things where if a anime show wants me to be there, gotta bring me as a guest. Nice, 25,000. Nice. Okay, so I've got that one, and then black. It's just one of those things where I've got to pick and choose my conventions. So most of the conventions I do now are because I'm brought in as a guest. There. Okay, to the right. Now, I'm not going to do that one because I need to do this. Yep, and there's going to be some more here and there. Okay, let me lay it all out first then. Yeah, so it is, there's two, no, and it's, I am more than happy to share all this stuff too. So the way that conventions work, so let's say New York Comic Con, or even Dragon Con that I was just at, especially the big conventions. So all conventions, let's say if I just want to go to sell my things and I'm the one initiating it, then I would go to the site, I would apply to be there either as a vendor or as an artist. Because it's handmade, I do qualify as an artist in a lot of different conventions. I apply for what I want. They then decide if they want me to be a part of it. If they do, then I have to pay for my space. For New York Comic Con, I am paying $1,800, I think. I don't remember the exact, I've got to look it up. But I have to pay for the space in order to be there. And then in addition to that, I have to pay for my transportation to get there. I have to pay for a place to stay. And all of that is all of that is on top of the cost to actually vend there. So I've got that. Including the smaller ones. Smaller ones, everything else, if you initiate it. So a lot of the people that are selling things have paid to be there. Artists, they may be guests. Cosplay, they may be guests, or they may be paid to be there. You don't know. It depends on the convention. If a convention wants me to be there and it either A, doesn't fit my criteria for I know I'm going to make money there, or B, it's a smaller convention, so I know I'm not going to make a lot of money, then if they bring me in as a guest, then what that does is it does a couple of things. They could do one or all of these things. Give me a free place in the vendor hall so that I can sell my things without paying for it, paying me an appearance fee, paying for my transportation. So these are all the things that would, like I said, they would do either one or a combination of two or all three, depending upon the convention and depending upon what I give back. If it's a convention that they just want me there, they don't expect anything of me, a lot of times they'll just give me a free booth. I still have to pay for my transportation, my hotel, for things like that. If they want me to be a part of a convention, so if I'm running charity, if I'm teaching classes, if I'm doing seminars, if I'm doing lectures, if I'm hosting panels, if I'm doing lots of things with the convention above and beyond just selling my things, then they're going to do either all of those things or a combination of them. So that's the way a lot of the stuff works. The celebrities that are there to sign autographs, they actually work with an agent to bring those celebrities in, whether they're voice actors, screen actors, whatever, if you're just getting pictures, autographs, authors, things like that. A lot of times they have to pay a fee for them to be there, and then, so let's say if they pay, if they have a guarantee of $20,000, the company then sets the prices of, okay, so for autographs, we're charging this. For photos, we're charging this. And then those offset the $20,000. So let's say if the guarantee is a $20,000, then, now the con's not choosing those prices. So when you see $100 for Will Shatner's autograph, the con's not doing that. It's the agent that sets those. So they charge, let's see, $100 for his autograph. He'll come in, charge the $100, and then when he makes that, let's say the guarantee is $20,000, when he gets the $20,000, he's got the guarantee. Anything above that is gravy. And it all goes to the actor. If the guarantee is not met, let's say if he only makes $18,000, then the con has to come up with $2,000 more dollars. So that's the guarantee of this is how much you are guaranteed to make by coming. You could make more, kind of stuff. So, and that's how the celebrity stuff works. So yeah, education. All right, so that's what I mean by a lot of these smaller conventions or anime, sewing, offbeat, things like that. And actually, he's not the most expensive I've seen, by the way. Okay, I was gonna say, like, I thought I did a. Oh, I need more black. I did not count them right. I need 3 more blacks. No, 2 more blacks. Yep, I counted this one wrong. Okay, so I need a black and tan. Did I do all the black and tans? I did, didn't I? Well, shoot. Alright, so I need a 1, 2, 3 blacks and 1 off-white. Oh, off-white. Do I have any solid off-whites? No, I don't see any. There's the white. Nope, okay. Where is my black? When it comes to any interactions with celebrities at cons, I will always plead the fifth. I'm not going to go there a lot of times. My dad had a autograph and photo op with William Shatner. And that's all I'm going to say. He enjoyed it. He was very happy. This is what always happens at the end of quilts for me. I get to the very end and I'm like, man, I miscounted because it's a new pattern. Ugh. You won't have to worry about this for patterns that you buy from me. I have already gone through all these headaches for figuring all this out. Alright, I need that. And I said I need 3 of these. So yeah, so if you guys have any small cons, anime cons, things like that, if you want me to be there, by all means, have them reach out. I have a very low fee for my guest appearances, and I do a lot for the con. Alright, so I've got that. 1, 2. This is the second one. There. Alright. Black towards here. Black. And off-white. Black. And there. Fantastic. Okay, towards the black. So we need to re-iron this. This can go back over here. Stay. I've got like a leaning tower of Pisa over there. Stay. Okay, towards the black. Oh, hold on. Those two are going to go together. Those two are going to go together. Alright. Yellow. Oops. I did that one upside down. Hey, someone favorited one of my things on Etsy. Fantastic. That's what that little dun-da means. Okay, people. Seriously, what has happened with my Instagram? Why do I have this many people all over my Instagram today? I want to know where it came from. I like it. Like, how many more? That's got 12 more likes. Or 12 more follows. Where is this all coming from? It must be like on a quilt feature somewhere, because these are all like sewing people and quilt people that are following me. Freaking me out a little bit. Oh, you mean Stanley from here or Stanley for talking about convention stuff? So I think I know what it's from. Today was the first day of the blog hop for the Boutiques Go Retro. So everyone has all of my info for the blog that I'm going to do on Wednesday. So I bet it came from that. Because I'm going to write a blog about this quilt that I designed for Boutiques Go Retro. It is a reversible quilt. Same exact design with 2 different fabrics in their line. So I'm going to talk about that quilt in my blog on Wednesday. I bet that's what it's from. Everyone looking ahead at all of the people that are going to be blogging. But then why am I not liking my Facebook page? Yeah, Stan Lee, I got a bunch of Facebook likes whenever I shared that photo. I got a bunch of Facebook likes at the con. So that I could track where it came from. But I think I finally figured this out, where this one came from. One, 2. Okay, let's do these. So that's pinned. This one is going here. You know, I've heard that, you know, I have never ever done a photo op or gotten an autograph from a celebrity. Because honestly, I am at conventions to make money. I am there to sell things, to make money. This is my job. So the only one I've really ever been... Now, I was tempted by Stanley this past weekend, I must say. I kind of like wanted to go and give him another quilt because of how much he loved the one that I gave him, that he was bought for me. Fantastic. I love to hear that. That is fantastic. So if you liked it this past weekend, or not this past weekend, weekend before, you must have liked Dragon Con at some point. Because that's how I target it. If I'm at a convention, if someone likes the convention, then they get a targeted Facebook ad. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I was tempted by Stanley, but John Bowerman. Oh my god, if you have not seen some of the antics he does in photo ops, you seriously need to Google that right now, because he takes some of the most amazing photos. Like, that man is a freaking god to me with how he is with his fans. It is so amazing. He is so funny too. Oops, I forgot that one. I know, right? Like, and part of me really... Oh, well, maybe they had shared it. Yeah, because the only time that I have it, if you look under your Facebook, under your likes and your interests, that's how I target people. So whenever I do New York Comic Con in 3 weeks, I will actually have, I'll have a Facebook ad. So if anyone has an interest or a like of New York Comic Con, it'll pop up in their Facebook feed. Oh, this one. Because chances are they may be at the convention and it promotes the booth so that they'll come by and say hi. I had 2 people come by though that I never met before that actually had said, "Hey, I saw you sold the quilt to Stan Lee. That's amazing." I'm like, "Oh, okay, yeah, hi." I mean, considering that was the first time I was ever at Dragon Con, yeah, pretty amazing first year experience. Like, everything about that convention was smooth for me. The load in, the setup, the load out. The lady that runs it was just sweet as pie. And it's just, sometimes at conventions, you'll never see anyone that works at the convention. They'll never come by to make sure that everything's going well. No, she was always coming by, always checking on stuff. And that is a sign of a good convention, because that means they care. All right. This one, nope, that goes here. Okay, this one has that one, and that one. All right, let's do some pinning. So this one, the seams are going to the right. So looking at like several artists and crafters, yeah, that's awesome. It's I used to be in Artist Alley all the time, and a lot of times now I tend to be in Artist Alley only if I'm a guest at the convention, because my setup has grown so much. If you saw the setup I did at Dragon Con, if you saw the ad that I did, yeah. I call it my monstrosity because it is so hard to build and take down, and it's a lot of work. So because of that, I am in the vendor area a lot of times now. Just because I can't have that big, nice display in the Artist Alley. I have to do more of a reserved, kind of smaller display. So like this next weekend at my local Comic-Con here in Ontario, I am not doing my big display, even though I have a big vendor booth, because it's a one-day show. I'm not going to do all that just for one day. I did that one year there, and I'm like, never again. And the second reason is because... Why are you getting nervous? For New York Comic Con, you're good. The second reason is... Oh, for the display. Okay, Doug, you don't have to help at all during the con. This is why I'm paying to have you come out and do all this stuff. You're doing all the heavy lifting. So yeah, just wait. And because I've got everything going to New York Comic Con, I left 80% of my stuff in Maryland for New York Comic Con. Because why am I going to go across the border and then back again when it's only my small local show? So I'm going to build a smaller setup for the local show and then have the big setup again for New York Comic Con. I am also not doing a big setup for TwitchCon because I'm flying out there. They're actually providing, yes, you're going to, yeah, Bill. TwitchCon is actually providing me a setup, which is quite nice. They're doing all the work for us, which is super cool. So I don't have to do anything for my setup. So all I'm going to do is bring my quilts, my dice bags, my patterns, my kits. And that is what you will see at TwitchCon. Okay, and then 3, this is to the right. I don't need minions, but if I have an extra badge, so I'm giving a badge away too, by the way. I've got to get up all the stuff. But I've got an extra badge, Doug. If you want to pay for your own flight out and find a place to stay, you can come. Because I get 3 badges, and it's only Liz and I. So if you want to come, Doug, you can come, but I'm not paying for you. Alright, and last row. Woohoo! I've got a bunch of extra whites. Why do I have all these? I have no clue why I have all those extras. Alright, 1, 2. Oh, that's right, I cut the whites when I meant to cut the blacks. Yeah, I didn't think so. 34, fantastic. Alright, to the left. And anyone else watching right now too, if anyone else is wants to go to TwitchCon, if you're planning on going, if you're going to do your own transportation, your own place to stay, all of that lovely stuff, I do have an extra badge. No one's taken it yet. Let's see. And I'm going to be giving a badge away that TwitchCon's going to be giving me. Yeah, I know, you're fun. I'm a guest of that con, though. I'm not paying. I'm not planning. I'm going with the mindset of, you know what? I'm probably not going to sell anything at TwitchCon, but I'm going to promote myself. I'm going to stream, and I'm going to meet other streamers, and I'm going to promote my channel to new people. So no, I'm not paying for Liz either. Liz is going to go and help because TwitchCon is in Long Beach, California this year. October 21st to the 23rd, I think? Or 22nd to the 24th. Yeah. Second to last weekend of October. Yeah, so I was actually talking to Greg and Liz about streaming on Twitch with everything that's needed and all the other stuff. And Liz is thinking about, yeah, it sucks. Liz is thinking about streaming the Seems Geeky stuff with the embroidery and the stuff that they do on Twitch. So she's going to go learn, get some more info, go to some panels, do stuff like that. She may bring some of her embroidery stuff to sell. Because if I'm not bringing my pillows, I'm going to have a lot of space to fill. Yeah, next year it may be on the East Coast. They sent us a survey a couple of months ago asking if it was on the East Coast, would we still want to be a part of it? And I said, oh yes. Now, depending, of course, the time of year, because if it conflicts with like New York Comic Con or Quilt Market, which it's the weekend before Quilt Market this year, but if it conflicts with any of the stuff that I absolutely have to be a part of, then I can't do it. But luckily this year, there were no conflicts. Yep. Yeah, artist, yep. And that makes sense. And you will not see me at any more Wizard Worlds. So if anyone goes to any Wizard Worlds, you won't see me there. They just are not what I am looking for right now out of conventions. Uh-oh. Okay, no, that's right. I'm like, I think this is wrong. I think I messed up, but I was looking at the wrong row. It actually is absolutely right. 4, 5, 6. Hey, and there's none here. Fantastic. And I appreciate that. Thank you. And you started watching me on Twitch. See, and I tell people at, I'm ignoring what Doug said, by the way. And I tell people at conventions all the time. People will come up to me and they'll be like, oh my gosh, I love these quilts. I don't know how to sew, so I can't make them. And I really wish I could afford them. And I always tell them, you know what? One day, if you can, great. If not, I stream on Twitch. I have a Facebook. I have Instagram. Feel free to just, you know, be part of the community. Because for me, that's the fun part. Doug, you know I still love you. But there's certain things that I don't talk about. And bad-mouthing anything or anyone is one of them. I was just commenting that I will not be at Wizard Worlds. 6. Fantastic. Nothing left down here. Okay, good. If you don't behave, then I'll tell embarrassing stories about you. Hey, you know what? We have not had a stream in a while telling embarrassing stories about ourselves. That was fun. We should do that Wednesday night. So Wednesday night stream. Everyone come with stories. I like stories. Yes, I know stories about you. You've told me stories. Okay, so the last time we did it, we told embarrassing date stories. What stories can we tell on Wednesday? So I gotta think up something. I still have to get my... Oh, it went red. Why am I red? Why am I red? Why am I dropping frames? Why am I dropping frames? Okay, it looks like it's settled. That was weird. Okay, I have no clue what just happened, but my OBS just went crazy and it was all dropping frames and stuff, but it looks like it's stabilized. So it's good. Okay, so back to things. Let's do a story time Wednesday night. So everyone come prepared with stories. So we did the first date stories last time. I don't know. What do you guys want to hear a story about? And we'll have everyone come with stories. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fantastic. I love all these even ones. Oh man. All my viewers went away because it was having issues. Hopefully you guys all come back. Okay, I've got that. Fantastic. Oh, so Doug is here. He's just avoiding story time. Oh, come on. That was a funny story you told the last time. You don't have to share. So what stories would you like me to tell Wednesday? We'll do that. And if anyone else wants to share, you can. Now remember, all stories that we share have to be PG. Because every time I teach classes, including kids classes, I tell them, I stream and encourage them to watch, which is why my channel is PG. I try very, very hard not to swear. And if anyone knows me, If you've gone out and had a beer with me at the end of a con, you know that I like to swear. And you know how proud I am? So I was streaming Splatoon last night. I swear so much when I play that game. Like every other word. I am so proud of myself. I did not swear once last night that I remember. Something may have slipped. But even though I'm not doing the, I'm not putting it up on YouTube, I still want to try to not swear in case kids are watching. But yeah, super proud of myself. And I managed to stay somewhat in the frame. Because I'm the kind of person where when I first got my first console, I was 8 years old. I was 8 years old. And I'm the kind of person where every time I jump. Oh, gotta go left. Oh, gotta go right. So I do that now, even with Splatoon. So I was very proud of myself that I kind of stayed within the frame. Okay, 1, 2, 3, to the right. That looks good. It looks right. Okay, this one's to the left. Whoops. Left. That looks good. Fantastic. I love it whenever I don't have to use my seam ripper. It is always a good thing. Okay, almost done with rows, and then I'm going to assemble them together. And then I'm thinking I'm going to call it a stream and do all of the borders and assembly of the squares tomorrow. So tomorrow's stream is going to be from 1 to 4 Eastern Standard Time. And I'm going to assemble this quilt, and then I'm going to work on a Triforce. After I get the Triforce done, I will work on the Japanese forest spirit. Okay. I actually don't know that song. I suck. I know you're trying to sing a song, but I don't know that song. No, this is to the right. Yes. Great. Everything looks good. Oh, yeah. Okay, I don't know a lot of Beatles songs. I know, I'm weird. Okay. I've never really been a music person, ever. I don't know what it is. Like, music's fine, but like, and concerts are fun, but it's not something I go out of my way. Okay, so this one goes there. And this one goes here. Oops. There we go. Alright, I'll be right back. I need more water. I'll just be a quick moment, so I'm not even going to put my Be Right Back on. I'm going to be that fast. I'm out of steam. Hey, while I was up getting water, guess what was sitting on the sink? My tea I couldn't find. Okay, so let's flip this. It is not bourbon, although I am gonna drink something whenever I play Splatoon. So I'm thinking I may have a beer, because I was gonna go grab a bottle of wine tonight, but I forgot, so I have no wine. So I may just have a beer. I can't have sake because there's too much prep work and too much going on. Although I really could just brew a thing of sake. Alright, now I've got sake in my brain. I'm gonna brew a thing of sake and have some sake while I play Splatoon. Alright. Seriously, like the bane of my existence is my freaking pedal. Like, how does it move all the way from a far area from where you last used it? It makes no sense. Sake to me. What was that? Oh my gosh, what show was that? If you know that reference. See, I get most television references. I don't get song references. That's gonna drive me crazy. Oh, come on. Why can't I think of it? I'm trying to think of it before you tell me. Like, I can see that show in my mind. Laughing, thank you. Like, I can see the different squares, and I can see them opening it and doing the jokes, and yeah, I know I'm dating myself. In my defense, I watched it on Nick at Night. I didn't watch it when it initially aired. Alright, this is the last one. From here on, all I'm doing is sewing these rows together. Go. Yeah, I know, that's what I mean. That's what I said, in my defense. Now all I can think of now is the Nick at Night stuff. Is the pretending like I'm in bed, but I'm actually watching TV, and I'm watching Nick at Night and watching Mr. Ed and Beverly Hillbillies. And laughing. Alright, I'm going to lay them this way. Okay, let me take that off, and this is backwards. It goes that way. See, and you can see it's starting to take a little, like that one little pink thing right there, kind of throws it off. Yep, stay. Oh, I realized I didn't give my whole Twitch spiel thing yet. 2 things Twitch is doing right now. Number 1, half off subs if you're a first-time sub for a channel. So the only perks I have right now for subs are you get extra entries into drawings. So I'm sure I'm gonna reach 200 followers before the month is out, before your sub would be up. So you'd get extra drawings in there. And if you sub at the $5 level, that first month is only going to cost you $2.50. But the person you sub to, in this case me, gets the full amount of what we normally get. So that's the first thing they're doing. And they're doing that until New York Comic Con, until the first week of October. The second thing that they are doing is they are raising money for life. Oh my god, I still keep thinking Second Life. It's not Second Life. It is Extra Life. I remembered it. Twitch is raising money for Extra Life. So if you cheer at all in channels, if you cheer with any bits, please make sure you use the hashtag charity, because money then from those bits will go to charity. If you can purchase bits, or if you want free bits, you can You can watch commercials and do other things. If you Google how to get free bits in Twitch, you can find ways to get them for free. So you can buy them or you can get them for free. But please, please, if you cheer on my channel, any other cheer channels, please do the hashtag charity so the money goes to charity. For stuff specific to my channel, the next giveaway I'm doing is when I get to 200 followers. I'm giving a full quilt kit away. Not just a pattern, a kit. So that means all the fabric that you need to make that pattern. Or the top of the pattern. So it does not matter where in the world you live. If you are in Europe, I'll send it to Europe. So that is what I'm doing for my next giveaway when I reach 200 followers. And then when I reach 500 followers, I am doing a charity stream myself. So I will let you guys pick which pattern I'm going to make. I will make one of my patterns start to finish in one day. So that means cutting, piecing, pinning, quilting, and binding. Just to prove that it can be done all in one day. This way. And then everyone that donates money that day to charity will get an entry into the drawing to win that quilt. So if you donate that day, you can actually win the quilt that I make. But that will be when I reach 500 followers. There you go. He has a face. So if you've been on the fence about subbing to anyone, not just me, anyone, now is the time to do it because you get half off. When you cheer with bits, please use the hashtag charity. And I want followers. Followers are good. Followers are fun. Please follow. Please encourage your friends to follow. I've only been streaming since February. So I'm a little behind. I need to catch up. Okay, I'm totally making sake for my Splatoon playing. See, now I got a craving for it. I do love me some good hot sake. And I've got a cute little tanuki set too. It's very cute. That one's sewn right, yep. In fact, you know what? I'm going to in fact Google that for you guys. So where is... Okay, I'm looking to see how you guys can get free bits. Click on the bits icon in chat to bring up the menu. Oh, I cannot cheer my own channel. Dang it. Okay, so for those of you that want to try to get free bits, you click on the little bottom, see next to where the little smiley face is, the little bit thing? So you click on that, and it said to bring up the menu. On the top there will be an option to watch an ad for bits. And then you get 10 bits. If you watch a 30-second ad, you receive your free bits. Most viewers will get 5, but a lucky few will get 25 or even 100. I assume that's still there because I can't see it because I can't cheer my own channel for bits. But yeah, but if you cheer with bits, make sure hashtag charity. Because we want money to go to charity. Yeah, and if you look at the top of the chat, you see smiling at you has the little 100 there. That means that that person has smiling at you has cheered the most in my channel. And that is a cumulative. And I am almost done with this. Same thing that I was doing before. I'm finding where these seams nest. Making sure they're right up against each other, putting a pin in it. And then going back and pinning any seams that don't have anything to match. Okay, and then the other side. There we go. Here we go. Here's the first nested seam. And I have another nested seam to all the way down there. So now I got to go back, put pins in all the ones don't have a match. My iPad seems to have frozen with the chat. There we go. Last 2 seams, and this one's done. Getting too thick. So is that one. Oh, I need to start getting some more scraps. Flip this over. I know Marley. Marley's like laying right next to me, next to where Alfred is laying. And he's looking up at me like, he's sleeping and I want to play. Alright, and Leatherface is done. So I now have all 4 of my blocks finished. So tomorrow's stream, starting at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, I am going to put all 4 of these together. I'm going to do the borders. I'll take care of all that stuff. So yeah, so that's going to be the stream for tonight. I'm going to take a small break. I'm going to go brew myself some sake, and then I'm going to come back and stream some Splatoon. This broadcast will be up on YouTube tomorrow, so if you want to go back and watch any of the techniques or anything that we did back through again, it'll be up there. I am not putting my Splatoon up on YouTube at all, just these sewing streams. So hence a lot of the breaks, plus I gotta get ready and set all that stuff up. So thank you very much for joining me. If you want to watch me stream video games, I will be back by 8. If not, I'll be back tomorrow at 1 o'clock with more sewing. So thank you again. Doug, thank you again for the resub. I appreciate it. And Winter Blue, thank you for the follow. I love you guys. And I will catch you guys later.